Welcome to the Kitchen School of Hydrology. I'm just going to demonstrate what I mean by groundwater because nobody really understands what I'm talking about when I talk about groundwater. So this is the water table. So when you dig a hole in the ground, you hit the water table, and the water table is water that's running in the ground, usually in gravel, and it's flowing towards a valley floor where it'll meet the bit of the Thames that you can see. So the bit of the Thames that you see flowing under Staines Bridge is the bit that you can see. Now, what many people don't realise is the Thames isn't 60 or 100 metres wide, it's actually several miles wide, because all that water flows underground through the gravels and then meets the channel, the visible channel, which is basically where the path of least resistance is, and of course it's the lowest part of the valley floor. So anyway, as a consequence, we have groundwater and we have a water table, right? So I think most people understand what a water table is. So I'm a developer and I come along and I want to build a tower block. My tower block has a massive foundation that needs to penetrate through the water table. I need to drive piles into something that's, solid, or at least not gravel. So I'm going to now build my tower block, which is represented by this pint glass, and of course it's got a very large impervious foundation. So all of this is made of solid concrete and represented by glass, and of course the fact is that water cannot penetrate through solid concrete, or glass for that matter. So I'm just going to build my new tower block in accordance with the let's say the Staines local plan, and there you go. So as you can see, when I build my tower block, the water table rises. Now you think, well, actually it's not really risen that much, so actually we're not too worried about it. So hey, I tell you what, let's carry on building tower blocks and let's see what happens. So of course I come along and through some sort of appeal, the planning inspectorate's given me permission to build another tower block because the planning inspectorate doesn't understand what this is, or groundwater is, or the impact of continuing to develop adjacent to the River Thames, because all you're doing is you're removing room for the natural groundwater. So of course now I'm going to remove a little bit more room, and you can see, oh look, it's got up a lot more. It's sort of rising exponentially now. Oh wow. Right, so of course that's my second tower block, and you can see that the ground level, we're only just below the ground level now, so actually the risk of flooding, we've lost all of our buffer zones, so if we get a minor rainfall, will exceed the ground level. And so now I come along and this sort of relentless wish to put up more tower blocks and big foundations in land that is entirely unsuitable for this kind of stuff. And then of course we then build our third tower block, and as you can see, suddenly we're in very serious trouble, and that's what's going to happen.